What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Oleksandr Usyk. Get this. Oleksandr Usyk names two heavyweight legends that he'd like to fight. The two heavyweight legends are Mike Tyson and Joe Louis. He said this quote, "The first is Joe Louis, one of the best heavyweight champions in boxing history for his time, very technical and with a strong impact. The second is Mike Tyson, speed, power, and unstoppable. It would be interesting to fight with such an opponent." Let me counterpunch. Iron, Kid Dynamite, and the Brown Bomber. The Brown Bomber, I think he would have a better chance with the Brown Bomber. Even though I feel that the two fighters that he chose stylistically is a very big challenge for him. That's why I always take my hat off to Oleksandr Usyk, because I think Usyk wants the challenge. He wants that Canelo-like shit. Let me go as far as I can go, and then picking guys like Mike and Joe, they're smaller. I think Usyk is better fighting bigger guys than he is smaller guys. It makes me think about him and Michael Hunter. They went toe-to-toe for about 9 rounds before Michael Hunter, I feel, started gassing out. And then that's when Oleksandr Usyk started picking up, even though you've seen signs of Usyk even getting tired because of those 9 rounds of back and forth aggression to one another, right? So I think with smaller guys, it also makes me think of Artur Beterbiev. I call him Better Beef, right? He gave Usyk a hard fight. Again, a smaller guy, okay? You don't have to be 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". I think Usyk's better with fighting those guys because he knows he's a lot faster. He knows, that he has the advantage being smaller because he can come in and out and slip and dip. Whereas smaller fighters, they're right there at you. They're at your same stature, right? And I think they will both give him problems. Because Joe Louis, the way he hammers those punches, he lets them go, bro. Joe Louis will let punches go. Look what he did to Jersey Joe Walcott, okay? And that's when that was in the rematch. And then people thought Jersey Joe beat him the first fight. And he came right back and smashed him. And that was when Joe Louis was out of his prime. This is right before he retired to play golf. Mike Tyson, in his prime, that's a totally different story, man. Totally different story, because I don't see Usyk. Usyk would have to dance all night. You would have to see maybe that would probably be the best. Can't say the best. A similar test or a similar style to what Muhammad Ali and how Muhammad Ali in his prime, of course, only to be fair, would fight someone like Mike Tyson. Because you'd have to fight him and then stick him and then fight him and stick him. Because that peekaboo style, bro, that dude, that will get you, because he can punch off of any side-to-side movement, off of any pivot. Tyson will come in there and destroy you. And then he hits like a hand cannon. Okay, so that's the problem. It ain't like he hurts you with 4 of them. He can hit you and knock you out with 1. That's what makes him so dangerous. And then when he came out of prison, he was bigger, he was bulkier, but he was, that power was still there. The power's the last to go anyway, but that power was there. You know what I'm saying? But the prime Mike, I don't see Usyk beating a prime Mike Tyson. Because, see, Mike is going to come at you. He's going to come at you exactly like any fighter would have to come at a fighter that knows that he's that technical and that good. He's not going to waste time with you trying to figure you out, because Usyk will only show him how good he is if he gives him time to show him how good he is. Mike Tyson will get in there and good night, over with, because he's not going to waste time to trying to move and, because Usyk's going to, okay, let me set him up. Bop, bop. See, gotcha. See, come on. Bop, 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 bop. Bop. Bop, 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 bop. and then you're going to move those feet and shuffle. No, Tyson ain't going to do that. Tyson's going to go in to destroy you. He ain't coming in to beat you on points round for round for round. No, he's going to put you down and out. Okay? That's how I see that fight. Oleksandr Usyk, he can beat Joe Louis. Just because Joe Louis is not like when he throws punches, though, he plants his feet. That's where the power comes from. Okay? But he will nail you. He has tremendous power to be that small. However, and he's not small at all. I mean, compared to these guys, because he's probably my height and I'm not a small guy. But anyhow, yeah, I think he has a better chance of beating Joe Louis than Mike Tyson. I see Mike Tyson knocking him out, maybe 3 or 4 rounds, maybe round 1, because Mike, again, he's not in there to point you. He's in there to belt you. Okay? But again, fantasy-wise, I do appreciate the mindset of any warrior, any guy that wants to challenge himself to see how good he really is. Because, and then still respect the craft, of these two fighters. But I think, he would probably be 1-1. Lost to Tyson, win for Joe Louis. You guys tell me what you think of Oleksandr Usyk naming 2 legends that he would fight. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!